So in a previous video, mentioned that I bought a 22 YZ125, and as you can see, there are some damaged wires in this area. So the next question is, where do you source Japanese motorcycle connectors and terminals and whatnot to make such a repair? So I have a couple websites that I like to visit frequently for different projects, and I want to share those with you. And we'll just cover where to buy such parts, and then we're going to go ahead and repair this.
All right, so the first website I want to talk about, and this is actually where I bought the parts, is cycleterminal.com. So if you scroll down here, there's all this stuff. Let's see. If you go up here to connectors, so this is the non-sealed section. Ours, or the one I'm interested in, is sealed. So I'm going to come over here and just kind of look and see what looks the closest, and it's this guy right here. So scrolling down, it is this one right here. I mean, this looks the closest, or is it this one? So anyway, you can look around and kind of see which one it is. I believe this one has locking tabs. Let's see, yes, see, this one has two bottom ribs and this one doesn't. I think I ordered the wrong one, but regardless, I got the pins, and that's all I really needed, the pins and the seals. But one other thing you can do, if you notice here, it says Sumitomo MT090 series. So if we go here, let's highlight this, copy, new tab. I'm going to do Sumitomo MT090 spec sheet, PDF. And the first hit here, okay, so the first hit here is a data sheet. And what's cool about this is they actually give you the part numbers of the pins, all the individual components. So if you want to, like, maybe try to Google that part number and buy it elsewhere, like Mauser, DigiKey, maybe they might have it. I don't know. But anyway, this has more info if you're looking for it, dimensions and so forth. It probably has current rating on here if you're interested in that. But anyway, I just wanted to give that piece of info. This is definitely the connector that is on my bike. All right, so this is one good site. Next site is Vintage Connections. So if we go here, products, connectors, let's see if we can find it here. Looks like they don't have it. They got a bunch of old, obviously vintage, and these are all unsealed. All right, let's go to the next site. Corsa Technic. This, I have this jotted down as a good source. I've never ordered from here. This website's a little wonky on terms of how to find stuff, but I just thought I'd mention it. Next one here, Eastern Beaver. So it has a bunch of stuff here. So again, we know that we got the Sumitomo MT090. Let's click on this and see what they have. So they have it right here or right here, depending on which version, the tabs and whatnot. But you can see that they sell all this stuff as well. All right, next site, electricalconnection.com. Again, I haven't used this all too much, but they have some stuff here. Not what I'm looking for, but anyway, just thought I'd mention it. Next site, Economy Cycle. I ordered from here before. These guys used to be just north of me here in Illinois. It looks like they moved to Texas. Anyway, I bought a connector kit here from them. Let's see, connector kits. I think I bought a bullet connector kit from them, and also unsealed because I was working on a vintage motorcycle. Yeah, so I bought this, I believe, the bullet connector kit, and it came with these crimpers, the blue ones here. So that's a good source. Motorcycleconnectors.com. Okay, that's another nice source. And then real quick, I want to mention Cody and I have this motorcycle repair masterclass. There's 145 lessons in here. And this is something that we have loaded our resources with. So down here, quick link for parts and tools, it has all these links for all the electrical components in here. And then, we have tons of videos in here on how to do stuff. There's a whole electrical section, which I believe I do a repair on wires. I had some mice chew through some wires here, and I repaired them right here, joining and splicing into wires, and then repairing wire and connector example. So I go through this exact repair in this masterclass, and that's just one video or one lesson, and you got 145 in here to help you fix your motorcycle. So definitely check that out.
Okay, so here are all the connectors and terminals that I bought. Hopefully I can repair this, but for giggles, let's just see if this solenoid works. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap it to 12 volts here and see if she clicks. Okay, so that's operational. Great. I ordered the connector itself. All I really need is the pins and seals, and just repin the wires and stick them back in this connector, and everything will be good. But I decided to buy the connector as well. However, there was 2 versions of this, and I bought the wrong version. This here, it said with 2 ribs, and I thought it was these 2 underneath here. They're a little different, but there's actually 2 ribs on the top side. Here and here, there. They're different. So anyway, I can't use that connector. I should have bought the frickin' whole thing. I don't know why I didn't. Shipping cost more than all these parts. But anyway, these pins and seals look identical. This kind of looks like any MetroPack connector in terms of the crimp, which is this I guess you call it an F-style crimp, and then the seal crimp. And I have these IWIS crimpers, which should work. IWS-1424B, and it has all the different gauges on here. All right, so first off, let's get this guy out of here. I already plucked one out of here. And there is a little tab in here, which is inside the connector itself. Sometimes the locking tab is on the terminal itself, but here it's on the connector. So it's right here, and if you lift up on it, it will release the pin. So if I go in here, jam this guy in here, you almost need like 2 tools to do this. One to lift and one to push, but I'm trying to do it in one shot. Let's see if that will work. Okay, I did it. So there you go. That's how they come out. So we will just repin this. All right, so normally I would nip these wires and re-strip, but the length of this is pretty short to begin with, so I don't want to make the wires any shorter. So we put the seals on first, and then we take our new pin and load this portion in here. And I think I'm going to use the, let's see here, let's use the 20 to 18. So that's this guy right here. And I'm flush right there. And you want to sneak the seal up all the way here. So you got to hit this twice. Freaking dogs are over there going nuts. Okay, so I'm in here. Okay. All right, and then I like to give it a little tug, and it's not moving. And you can slide the seal up a little bit, and then we will hit the seal. Whoop, wrong way. Okay, that one's a little too... Okay, so that's looking pretty good. The seal's in there nice. Let me see if I can zoom in and get a close-up of this next one here. All right, let's do this one. So here's a close-up of how it goes on the wire. Okay, and then here we're going to use the 18 to 20, and I'm getting it flush right here. See that right there? The terminal's kind of flush with the back side of this. Give it a good crimp. That looks really good. Nice and tight. And then over here there's a seal spot. Okay, and then try to move the seal. So that looks good. So there's a clip that comes down, and it's going to want to come down in this pocket here. So we're going to slide this in here, and the polarity doesn't matter on this. You're listening for that audible click, which means the wire's inserted. Boom. Alright, so that looks good. Perfect repair. So this is kind of garbage to me. I should have bought the other end. Now alternatively, you can cut this off, and you can cut it off on the engine side and just put any connector you want. However, this is factory, so that's cool. Alright, so here's the repaired connector, and I put a little bit of dielectric grease around this portion. This portion gets stuck in here, and there's a rubber gasket, and I just want it to be easy to disassemble in the future, because obviously someone tugged on this or the carb was spun. But now you can see if I put the clip down, it goes in and out nice and easy. So just work that a little bit, and that way if I ever have to take it apart, it'll be a little easier. And there's a little zip tie that goes around here. I'll put that on there, but yep, that's all good.